So these inner technologists gave us a wonderful understanding of how this system works. Now, I have read Western psychology. I have read all the works of Freud and Carl Jung and Adler and Michelangelo and Maslow, but I would like you all to hear the Vedic psychology. Now, how perfectly it describes the functioning of the inner system. See, these desires, they can have two ends. Either they will be fulfilled or they will be unfulfilled. If the desires get fulfilled, let's say if they get unfulfilled, what happens? It leads to anger. Let us say that the husband decided that he wants to really indulge his tongue today and have his favorite ice cream. And he went to the market, got 5 kgs of ice cream, placed it in the refrigerator, and went out for his 1-hour walk by the riverside to work up an appetite so that he comes back and then he can enjoy his ice cream even further. But after 1 hour, when he returned and opened the fridge, he found there was no ice cream. He got infuriated. He asked his wife, I had placed ice creams there, where have they gone? The wife said, my dear husband, didn't the doctor say your cholesterol is going high? I have thrown it into the garbage. What? You threw the ice cream? Now he became angry. What was the cause of this anger? The desire was created. There was an obstruction in its fulfillment that led to anger. Anger never comes by itself. Desire is the cause. One lady came to me, she said, Swamiji, everything is all right, but I have one problem. I have a lot of anger. I said, everything is all right? That's not possible. If the child is there, the mother must also be there. If you experience anger, that means there is this desire. So, if that desire is not fulfilled, it leads to anger. Now, what happens if it gets fulfilled? Let us say that he did find the ice cream there. And he did indulge in it. Ah, so nice. You had 5 spoons. Are you satisfied? No, I want more. All right, some more. Another 5. Enough? No, I want more. All right, you had 25 spoons. Enough? Yeah, today it's enough. But after 3 days, I want more ice creams. So the Vedas say the nature of this desire is such. If you fulfill it, it will be extinguished for some time. Then it will come back with redoubled intensity. In other words, it will lead to greed. न जातु कामः कामानाम् उपभोगेन शाम्यति हविषा कृष्णवर्त्मेव भूय एवाभिवर्धते. This is the Bhagavatam stating. Actually, the Buddha also made desire the entire focus of his analysis. And he explained it as the cause of misery. So the Bhagavatam verse that I stated, it says that if you try and extinguish fire by pouring clarified butter on it, for a moment it may get extinguished, but after that it will blaze up even more. Such is the nature of this desire. That is why the Vedic literature has gone to this extent of saying that if some fortunate spiritual scientist, if some fortunate soul can totally eliminate desire, that person becomes like God. Yada sarve pramuchyante kama yesya hridishritaah atha martyo mrito bhavatyatra brahma samashnute. Brahma means God. Yo na kamayate kinchit brahma bhuyaya kalpate. The previous verse was from the Upanishads and this is the Mahabharata. Brahma bhuyaya. That person who has given up desires becomes like God. So these desires have two consequences. Unfulfillment, they lead to greed. All right, everybody is with me? And unfulfillment, they lead to anger. If that is the case, now we wish to remove certain desires and enhance other desires. So we need to find out the cause for desire. What is the cause of desire? Now everybody is getting different desires. Somebody while sitting in the lecture, the mind goes to the pizza. Somebody while sitting in the lecture goes to the football game. Now everybody is experiencing different desires. What is the cause of these desires? It's very interesting. The Bhagavad Gita says, Sangat sanjayate kamah. It's not as you would commonsensically think that intrinsic qualities of something are creating desire. The cause of desire is the attachment of your mind. Whoever has the mind attached to whichever object or person repeatedly experiences the desire for that object or person. Like, for example, take alcohol. It's an obnoxious thing by itself, foul smelling. But you ask the same question to an alcoholic. He says, who says it is foul smelling? The moment I go by the pub and I get a whiff of the whiskey, I start swaying from side to side. Now, because of the attachment of the mind, that alcoholic is experiencing the desire. Let me clarify through another example. There are mothers also sitting here, fathers also sitting here. You hold your child, you smell your child, you place your nose on the child's cheek and head, and you feel very joyous from the child's bodily smell. Supposing I was to tell you to hold your nose on your neighbor's body for 10 minutes, could you do it? Swamiji, there is a smell. You're getting a smell from your neighbor. You don't get this obnoxious smell from the child. I should, but I don't get it. I don't know why. Your mind is attached. In that attachment, even a foul smell has become a wonderful aroma. One mother, her son got lost in the fair. She went to the police booth and said, I have lost my child. The policeman said, Mother, 5 lost and found children have been brought here. Take a look, which of them is yours? The mother looked, none of them is my child. The policeman said, Mother, how does your child look like? Well, he is blind in one eye and slightly paralyzed. So his face is contorted on one side, and his hand also is affected by paralysis. He keeps it like this and he walks with a limp. The policeman says, "How stupid, mother. You saw such beautiful children. Why don't you just lift any of them, hug them, and experience your motherly affection? Why are you desiring this contorted, ugly child of yours?" The mother says, "Mr. Policeman, you will not understand a mother's heart. I will only be able to sleep after I see that ugly, contorted child of mine." The mother doesn't want just beauty. She wants her child, in which her mind has got attached. So, wherever your mind has been attached, that is the desire that you experience again and again. And when the desire is created, the two consequences: fulfillment will lead to greed, unfulfillment will lead to anger, and the Bhagavad Gita goes beyond. Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammohat smriti vibhramaha, smriti bhranchat buddhinasho, buddhinashat pranashyati. It says from anger will come delusion. From delusion will come bewilderment of memory. And when the memory is bewildered, the intellect will be ruined. And when the intellect is ruined, that person will be lost. Lost, in other words, suffer a downfall. So all this has stemmed from the attachments. Now, if that is the case, what then is the cause for attachment? I am taking the logic back step by step. And when I speak in the MIT, I am confident that the listeners, they will be able to follow the logic right down till the end. What then is the cause of attachment? Everybody is attached to different things. Somebody is attached to corporate success to the extent they ignore family life. Somebody is attached to the wife or the husband. Corporate success is insignificant. Somebody is attached to games. For somebody, it's money, money, money all day long. What is the cause of attachment? You see, we have not thought about it because our focus has been the external world. The cause of attachment really is very simple. When we repeatedly contemplate that there is happiness somewhere, when we repeatedly think there is happiness here, there is happiness here, this repeated contemplation of happiness in any object or person leads to attachment.